Hello, my talented makeup geeks. If you are becoming a makeup artist or if you already are one, the biggest task is trying to figure out what to keep in your Traincase, specifically for bridal work. So I have my Traincase with me today and I'm going to show you guys what products I keep in it and how to organize your Traincase. Alright, so here's my Traincase, and I'm just going to show you guys what products I keep in here. I'm not going to list off every single color and item that's in here. I'll just list it on the Makeup Geek site because otherwise this video will be really long. So let's start with the face products. First thing you need is a little bit of moisturizer just in case your bride has dry skin, is dehydrated. The one I keep is the MAC Studio Moisture Cream, but whichever one that you guys prefer, keep that in hand. And then you need some primer, and the one that I'm really liking right now is Benefit the Porefessional. Works really well on every skin color, is great. Then you need concealers, and you want to get a palette that has several different colors so you don't have to carry around a bunch of different concealers. I just use the Coastal Scents one because it works well, it's inexpensive, has several different colors in here, and that works great for blemishes, but for under the eyes this is too cakey. So I have two gel-like concealers, and my two favorites are Eve Pearl, Bobbi Brown. Just keep a couple different colors of those. Then for foundation, this is where it gets really tricky. You guys don't need to carry 20 different shades of foundation in your kit. They'll go bad, it'll cost you a lot of money, your Traincase will weigh way too much. So keep 4 different colors. You want to keep the lightest shade, the darkest, and 2 in between, and then custom mix them to get the perfect shade that you need. The ones that I use are the Revlon Color Stay. They have a matte finish which looks great on camera. It covers really well, so that's the ones that I keep, 4 different shades of that. Then you need powder to set, and I use the Makeup Forever HD powder in Invisible. It works on every skin color, is amazing, flawless finish. Then to apply it, I just use a NYX powder puff because it sets the powder really well. It doesn't make it cakey at all, so I keep that on hand. Then you need contour powders and blushes, and this is where it gets tricky because the ones I use are the NYX just resellable palettes. These are just if you're a representative. So if you guys can find like a blush palette, that would be great. Makeup Geek has a 10 blush palette. I think Coastal Scents has one. A lot of companies have it, so find different blush ones, but I use the NYX. And then for contour powders, I use the MAC ones, and I just have a MAC palette with my powders inside, just different colors. You don't really need a ton of them, just a few different colors will work just fine. You can even use bronzers if you want. And then eye products, let's go into that. You need to have a primer, and the one that I keep is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance because it has the squeeze tube, so I don't have to worry about getting disposable wands in there. It's just much more user friendly. So eye primer. You also need eyeliners, and I like to keep gel, pencil, and liquid. For the gel ones, I just keep the Bobbi Brown. I get a black and a brown. Then for the pencils, I just keep a few different shades, and I like the Urban Decay one, so I have a black, a brown, a white, and a cream color one, and then also a purple, just in case, but most brides like the neutral color, so a few different eyeliner pencils. Liquid liner, I just keep a couple Palladio eye inks because they're inexpensive, they work well, so I have a black and a brown. You also want to have a couple eye pencils to fill in the brows, so I have a MAC one as well as a Mary Kay one. Brow gel, I have the Anastasia one. Eyelash Curler, I have a Tarte one that works really well. You also want to have mascara, and I keep a couple different ones. I have the Urban Decay Big Fatty. This is great for thickening. I also have the Tarte Camera Lashes one, I think it's called. That's great for lengthening and thickening. So a couple mascaras. You also kind of have a few different tools. I have some tweezers, little scissors for cutting lashes, and then also a pencil sharpener. You also need lash glue, and I like the Duo Lash Adhesive. The dark one works the best because it dries to that nice dark color. And I also have different lashes that I keep on hand. I really like the Ardell ones. They look more natural, so I keep some of those, as well as some individual ones. So again, I'll have all this listed on the site because it's crazy a lot of stuff. So you also need obviously eyeshadows and a few pigments. For the eyeshadows, I have a MAC palette. Actually, it's a Z palette, and I have a variety of different finishes and colors in here, all neutral colors, so I'll list that on the site as well, but I keep that. But if you want to save money, this works really, really well, and this is what I used starting out, and it's the 28 Neutral palette. They have some beautiful colors in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it's really inexpensive. I think it's only around $20, and they work really, really well. And it's sturdy, so your eyeshadows don't move, so that's a good one too. And then I keep just a few pigments just because I like the texture of it, and I like how it just looks so really shimmery on the lid, but it's not overly done. So I have a few of those. I have MAC's Gold Mode, Melon, as well as Tan. So I'll show you guys those on the site also. And yes, I think that's it for the eyes. Okay, you also need some Q-tips, cotton balls, as well as, this is super important, you need some hand sanitizer so you don't get any bacteria on the bride's face, especially if you're on location, you don't have a sink nearby. Make sure you have hand sanitizer, super important. Then for the lips, all you need are lip liners, lipsticks, and lip glosses. For lip liners, I use the NYX ones because they're inexpensive. I keep 6 different colors ranging from peach, red, pink, so forth. So just need a few of those. I also have for lipsticks, I just use a palette, and I use the Bobbi Brown one because it has lots of different colors. I don't know if you guys can see that. And a sleek little palette, and I found this on clearance actually at a cosmetic outlet. So I use that, and then I can custom mix them if I need a certain color that's not in here, but that works really well. And then for lip glosses, I use the NYX ones as well because they're inexpensive, they have great pigmentation, they aren't overly sticky, so I have 6 different colors of those: pink, peach, red, clear, so forth. So that is it for all of the makeup stuff. Oh, and you guys also need disposable mascara and lip gloss wands, so that way you don't contaminate with germs and all that stuff. Just make sure you have disposable wands. Then on this bottom part, let me get this closed so I can show you. You want to make sure that you have some tissues, super important. So if you need to clean off your brushes or the bride starts crying, you never know. So I have a box of tissues. You also want to have some brush cleaner or some rubbing alcohol to disinfect brushes or anything that you use, any tools. I also have some eye makeup remover. MAC Fix Plus Spray because it gives a great finish to the skin. It gets rid of any cakey look. And then this is the best product of all for brides, and it's the Model in a Bottle. I love this product for brides, especially during the summer because their makeup needs to last all day. They're generally outside, it's hot, their makeup can melt. I spray this on their face once I do all of their makeup, and it sets it and it makes it almost waterproof so their makeup lasts all day long. So that's super important in your kit. So I think that's pretty much it. Whew. Do you guys hang in there? So anyways, again, I'll have everything listed on the Makeup Geek site. I'll have some tips on, starting out in bridal work and all that good stuff. So go to makeupgeek.com, check it out. So be happy and healthy, you guys, and I hope you're doing really, really well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.